Hey everyone, Matt here with Mercury TV, and today I wanted to do a quick review of the glorious Model O wireless, which I just picked up about a week ago. And if you watch my videos, you know that I don't really have a scale. It's more on the lines of absolutely yes, buy it, stay the hell away from it, or meh. And sadly, this mouse falls kind of in the meh range. If you buy it, you're not gonna regret it, but if you don't buy it, you're not really missing out on a whole lot, okay? This thing comes in at $80, and in the box, you get the mouse, you get a really nice long braided USB-C charging cable, you get this little dongle, which you can use kind of as an extender, which is you plug the wireless receiver into one end and the USB-C into the other, which is nice. I just never have any use for it. And then obviously you get your USB receiver, which I still have plugged into my computer. Now, I'll get into the software in a little bit, but there's a couple reasons why this isn't a hard recommendation for me, as cool as this thing is, okay? First and foremost, I don't see why anyone necessarily needs this. It is really cool, okay? We're talking about a 69 gram ultralight wireless mouse. Like, that's awesome, okay? And if you want one of those, this is probably the best and cheapest option, right? If you want the Razer version, you're gonna be paying more and it's gonna be heavier. So like, good for Glorious for coming out with this. The problem is, it has an advertised up to 71 hours battery life. No way, like just no way. I have to charge this thing every other day minimum. If I use it more, I have to charge it more frequently. But at the most I've ever gotten out of this is 2 days. Every other night before I go to bed, I have to plug it in. And, you could probably get a lot more out of it if you turn the lighting off, if you turn your polling rate down. There's probably a lot that you could tweak in order to get that. But why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, why would they include all these frills about how cool the mouse it can be if you're not supposed to have any of that on, right? And the second issue, which I'm glad I filmed this before I started doing the main part of the video, but when I was doing the software bit, I was having tracking issues, and I don't understand what causes it with this mouse. Maybe it's my mouse pad, but I've cleaned it a bunch of times, but the cursor will just start skipping everywhere. And I don't know if it's a me problem or if it's a mouse problem, hardware, software. I couldn't tell you what it is, but it is really annoying. It hasn't happened in game yet. I've noticed it more when I'm actually using the software, right after I use the software. But it definitely throws me off, and it makes me want to kind of just plug in the regular Model O wired, right? I have to plug this thing in so often. Why not just use the wired version? You know what I mean? If you really want an ultralight mouse, why not get the wired version? Why would anyone need this? Okay, when it comes to PC gaming at a desk, the only wireless peripheral that I could see anybody ever really needing would be a wireless headset, right? You can roll away from the desk, no cables pulling at you. You can stand up and go get a glass of water real quick and come back without having to take your headset on and off. Like, when I game at night, I have to take my headset on and off and on and off and on and off. And it gets old, so a wireless headset makes sense. But a wireless mouse and keyboard, I mean, unless you're going for the aesthetics of having no cables whatsoever on your desk, I don't see why anybody should ever buy a wireless mouse and keyboard. I mean, maybe you're using them, if you game on a couch and your PC or console is at an entertainment center 10, 15 feet away, okay, again, that makes sense. But like, I don't know, if you're a normal PC gamer like I am, I don't know why you would need this, right? And that's why I can't give this thing a hard recommendation. I really do believe that in 6 months to a year's time, we're going to have a better variant of this that has better battery life and, maybe an upgraded sensor. I really don't know. But I'm not disappointed, that I bought it. But it's a Model O wireless, man. The Model O is a phenomenal mouse. And if you really want an ultralight mouse, I would buy that over this, okay? Now, I'm going to show you all the software real quick, and then I'll come back and kind of give my final thoughts, all right? All right, so this is the Glorious Core software. It's their new software that came with the Model O wireless. You go in, you select your mouse, right? You can have 3 different profiles that have all different settings, right? And then you can do your lighting. You can pick between glorious mode. It's the standard settings, okay? I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Change the rate, change the brightness. Oh, is this finally doing it? Dude, I think you can finally see what I was talking about with the tracking issues. I think it really kind of only happens in the software, where it's just, what the hell is going on? It's skipping all over the place. Anyways, here you can change your key bindings. I have the DPI button changed to a battery status check, which I do like having. And then performance. You can change your liftoff distance, 1 to 2 millimeters, your debounce time, polling rate, all that stuff, and then your DPI settings. So I just have mine set static to 800. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Software is super intuitive, easy to use, but look at that. What the heck? See, it's still doing it off screen. So I kind of want to check this out first. So I turn off the software. No, it's still doing it right now. So I did finally get it on video. This is only a 60 hertz monitor, but okay. Yeah, that's goofy, man. I don't know what to say. It throws me off how it just jumps around. But yeah, anyways, that's it for the software. Okay, so I think you kind of got to see the tracking issues I was talking about. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it wasn't really like easy to see on camera. But in terms of my final thoughts, right? And if you only cared about the review, that part of the video is done. You're free. You don't have to watch anymore. But as much as I can't recommend this thing, what an achievement this is. You know? Like, this will go up on my shelf one day because it's a 69 gram ultralight mouse, okay? Might not be my favorite product from Glorious, but I love what Glorious is doing, all right? If you remember a year and a half, 2 years ago, if you wanted to get an ultralight mouse, it was probably gonna be a final mouse, all right? And you were probably gonna end up paying 2 to 3 times MSRP from scalpers on Amazon or eBay or wherever because you couldn't get your damn hands on one, all right? And then Glorious came along and said, hey everyone, here is a 68 gram mouse for 50 bucks. And it's in stock. Like, you didn't have to buy a Glorious for above MSRP because if you ordered one and they were out of stock, you got one in a couple of weeks. Okay, big deal. Like, I don't know, in my opinion, they kind of just changed the game because I think they could have charged 80, 90 bucks for that Model O, the original version, and people would have paid it. I know I would have, right? Just to get my hands on an ultralight. But they didn't. Like, they made it consumer friendly, and that's, I don't know. I like them because they push other companies to do better, right? You can go buy Razer's ultralight mouse, but it weighs more than the Model O wireless, and it costs more than the Model O wireless, right? This thing is going to force other companies to do better. All right, they can maybe advertise better battery life. Fine, I'll give them that. But like, do better. You know, 80 bucks for this. And yeah, it's just, if I had a better reason to use a wireless mouse, maybe I'd be gushing saying, get your wallets out right now and go buy it. But, you know, for how much I have it plugged in, I don't know. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, man. If y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the section below. If you're like me, it's December, get in the damn holiday spirit, man. This time of year never lasts long enough. I know some of y'all probably work in retail or in, you know, some kind of customer service job and you just fucking hate Christmas music, and I get that, but I love it, and yeah. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.